Hello, welcome to my craft room. Today is a very, very cold, breezy, bleak 6th of June. So welcome to the 6th of June vlog. I've got a big cup of tea here, trying to get warm. I'm resisting putting the heating on. It literally feels that cold to me today. So I've got all the layers going on and I'm still feeling a bit chilly. So I'm hauled up in my craft room. And I did have an idea of what I was going to do today, and it's something I want to do, but I'm going to put it off because I'm just really not in the mood. You know when you're not in the mood for something, you think, no, not today. So I came up anyway and I thought, right, what am I going to do? And I thought, well, there's one thing that is really obvious what I need to do, and I know it will make me feel better once I've done it. So people often say to me, oh, your craft room is always so nice and neat and tidy. Here's the truth. It's always the table, isn't it? Look at that. That is the reality of the craft room. So yes, I'm not doing it justice. I'm very grateful to have this space. I'm very lucky. So I need to clear that table off, and while I'm doing that I will show you what I was going to do that might be coming up tomorrow if I can get my backside in gear. And yeah, just have a general tidy up to clear my mind. And I also, my thoughts have turned to going on holiday next week. What projects am I going to take? I want to take a cross stitch and also a knitting project, and both of them are going to be new start, so we'll get those out. And I always keep my things, we've got it in the spare room, so I've already got a little suitcase in there because we're only taking a small hand luggage with us. So I've already got that there that I've started throwing things in as I think of things, or if I buy things like toiletries or anything, that I just put it straight in there. So I want to sort out those projects and know that I've got them ready so they can go in the spare room. So I've got all my things together. So yeah, projects come before clothing in my suitcase. So yes, I'm going to start sorting out over there. So I'll see what I find in the heap. That's the thing with having a nice table to put things on. Everything gets sorted out on the table and then just gets left because I'll be looking for like the circulars or something. So I'll open it up, have a shift through, find the one I want, leave it on the table. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I shall be coming back to you with what I find on there. I've got a couple of things that I need to take downstairs first, so I'll sort that out. So this is one. This little tin should be kept next to where I sit downstairs. And I know most of it is downstairs. I've got a near enough empty box. But I think I need to sort out what is in here anyway, because at the moment I've got a broken pencil, lots of stitch markers, pencil sharpener, and a pin and a really big needle and a nail file. So I'm going to empty all these bits out that I don't need and take that downstairs and put in it what I do need, because generally I have things like my scissors. I've got a little needle gauge that's a little ruler with needle gauge holes in it as well. I might actually put the things in here and then I'll show you what is in there, but at the moment that's how unuseful it is looking. Well, it's still not looking tidy, but it's got what I need in there now. So I've got some magnetic little buttons there for my needles for when I'm sewing things up, putting in ends. So I've got a highlighter pen. I've got my ruler gauge. I find that really helpful. I've got a pair of scissors in there and just the normal random stitch markers and things. So yeah, I just find it really, I find it really useful just having that next to the sofa, and then I don't have to keep running off to get things halfway through Midsummer Murders or something. So I need to take that downstairs. The other thing that needs to go back downstairs, and I brought this up on purpose because it is cross stitch of the day. So this is Home of a Needleworker, and it is by the Little House Needleworks. Stitched about 5 years ago, I think, this one. So I used all the recommended threads, apart from I swapped out, there was some fancy hand-dyed threads that I swapped out for just normal DMC. And it's on a hand-dyed fabric, 32 count. Might be linen actually, no, it is even weave, and it's just like a light green one, just a mottled light green. I think this is by Sparklies. So yeah, that is my cross stitch of the day. So I really like that one. Houses do seem to be very popular on FlossTube, the cross stitch community. I've found that just one house was enough for me. Stitching, but I do like this one, but I don't feel the need to stitch more than that. But I do really like this, and it was fun to do. So yeah, it's quite muted, but I think it's quite effective as well. So that is the cross stitch. So I'm going to take those down to clear a bit of space. Okay, so next on the pile is the bag my sister-in-law made me. Upside down. The bag my sister-in-law made me, part of my birthday present, and I had it on holiday with me last time, and it was so useful. It's just a simple tote bag, lined, and I really enjoyed using it. I wanted to get another, I wanted to make one myself with colours that are more summery. So I do love this one, but it's not my sort of colours, as you'd know if you have been around here for a while. So when I came back from holiday, I had a voucher for Hobbycraft for £5, and there was something else I wanted, so I thought I'd get some fabric to make a bag. And so this is £6 a metre in Hobbycraft, and I thought it was quite sort of tropical print. And I thought it wouldn't matter if I was wearing pink or a bit of red, it would go blue. And yeah, just a throw it all in bag, because generally I've always been trying to get Gary to have a man bag. He won't do the man bag. So I get all the sunglasses, and they do put sunglasses in such big, like sunglass cases, don't they? We both wear glasses, so it's forever. You've got to have your case so you can go sunglasses, so it takes up a lot of room in a bag. So little dainty bags aren't any good for me. With money and a bottle of water and all the things you need if you're in the hot country. So I thought I'd make another one that's going to be more my style. So that is what I was going to do today. But as I say, I'm not feeling it. And me and my sewing machine don't always see eye to eye, so I've got to be in the right mood before I start, otherwise I'll just throw my toys out the pram straight away. So that can go back on the table because that is going to get done. I want that done. So I'll put it down there for now. Next thing, this belongs over there on the bookshelves, and I've left it open. If you're a neat freak and you look after your needles and everything, you might want to look away now. This is my circular needle storage. You ready? The box of shame. Yes, I do literally just rustle through them all when I want something. But I do like them in there, but I do think I need better storage. But I do like this case. It was one of those things where it had toiletries or something in it, and I thought, oh, I can use that in the craft room. So it does work, but it does look a complete mess. It doesn't look very professional, does it? So I'm going to put this back over there. Now we have the basket that I had a project in, and so this has got all random stuff now. So it's got the chart for the cross stitch I'm doing at the moment, so that needs to go in the cross stitch. Stitch markers, scissors that I'm not going to take on the plane again. It wasn't actually this pair, oops, it wasn't this pair, but it was a pair just the same, but green I think they are, and they're still at the apartment because when we went on holiday it was in Luton airport going out, and we only have hand luggage, so I put my little case on the conveyor, and then it ended up with the lady on the end, and she was like, whose case is this? So I was like, oh no. So I sort of went up, said, it's mine. So she said, open it. So then I was flustered and I couldn't open it. I couldn't, because you know they've got like 2 zips, haven't they? And I just couldn't find the right one, and I was getting all flustered. So she's like, that one there. So I opened it. I opened it up. I knew when she said scissors, and sort of looked at me or me. I thought, oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I got my little bag out, and it was in literally like one of those clear pencil case ones. I'd put it in, it's just a little stitch, I just put it in this clear pencil case that zipped up, and the scissors, you could see the scissors in there, so I'd undone it. When she saw them, she like smirked. So I like unzipped it. It was caught up in some thread, so I had to like de-thread it as well, and then like holded it up, and she looked at them and say, by this point she was smirking. She could tell I wasn't someone who was going to do any damage to anybody. So yeah, the actual tip of them, where can I hold it so you can see? Hold it there. The actual tip of them is literally that big. I could do more damage with a pencil if needed. So yeah, she did have a good smirk and said, yeah, okay, off you go. So she chucked it all in, zipped it up and ran. So I was too scared to bring it back. That was last year, I think it was. So I was too scared to bring it back on the plane in case I had another incident. So I left them there. So yeah, scissors. It's a shame because these scissors are really good. They've got a really nice point on them. As I say, they're quite precise. They're perfect for cross stitch. So yes, I shall have to sort that out because I've got a crochet hook, another pencil sharpener. It's because I colour in my charts. I usually get a copy of my charts, so I've got a working copy, and then I colour it in as I go because I find that's easier to keep track of where I am. So that's why that is. So they need to be decanted and sorted. Okay, so we've got a box of stitch markers. So they just live up here. So when I want to choose a stitch marker, I can, but that can go near the needles. Got there. Then notebook, got my old cross stitch notebook. There's another notebook there, and another notebook there. I do like a notebook, but then I lose interest in them. What else have we got? Any more notebooks? Yes, another notebook here. So they can go somewhere. I've got my shearing elastic that I bought for my Whitmore, so I want to keep that out so it reminds me that that is a job to be done. I've got 1, 2 long tape measures. Because obviously I need 2 tape measures, don't I, on the go, so that can go in the sewing box. And a ruler. I'll put the pen up there. I think I'll put the ruler up there. It's not that neat, but at least it's there when I need it for smaller things. I've got my beads that I bought for my At the Met, so I need to put those into that project bag. So I think I did that on the floss tube, so they are, I'll get them out so you can see. I needed some treasures which I get individually, and they like £1.50 each or something ridiculous. So I bought some strings of beads which were only sort of £1.50 to £2.50 per string. So I've got those there that I can use for my cross stitch for her treasures to go on her headpiece and things. So they need to go away. I've got my Ranunculus, still can't say it, Ranunculus pattern, but I want to keep that here because I'm going to check on something with that. So I want to keep that up here at the moment. And also this is a bag with a lot of my cotton, and I may be using that. So that is to be looked at in a moment. Then we got, when I'm recording, sort of like, actually I might put this with my suitcase because I'll be taking this away with me to vlog. So I need to put that so I don't forget it. And more pens and things. That spring topiary chart thing that I need to put with the spring topiary. So we've just got the little bag that I took my cross stitching when I went shopping, and that's just got receipt and rubbish in, so that needs to go back in with all the project bags. And then my fabric and bee. The reason I was going to do that tote bag first was thought it'd be a bit of a practice run because I haven't used a sewing machine for so long. I thought it'd be good to have a practice on just the bag before I do the cushion. So I shall leave that with the fabric for the bags. It is something I want to get done soon. Sooner rather than later. And then I've got, that is my Templar Prophecy. And another pair of scissors. Because you can't have too many scissors. So, am I sorted? I think we are sorted, and we talk about holiday projects now. So let me get out the other ones I want to talk about. Okay, so holiday project, knitting first. Now it's one of two, I haven't decided which one. So I've already got yarn I want to use, cotton yarn. I want to do a garment. I really haven't got any enthusiasm for socks at this point. Socks are the obvious choice, but it's not something that excites me. I'm all about the garments at the moment. So the two I've got the choice of is, I've got 7 50-gram balls of this cotton light, which is drops, cotton and polyester. And it's a mustard yellow, dirty yellow, muted. But I think it goes really nicely with blue, like jeans. And what I was thinking with this is another ranunculus. But I would want to finish my first one first to learn lessons that I need to learn so I know what I'm doing while I'm away. So, because obviously I'm not going to have my craft room with everything I need here. So I need to be confident about what I'm going to be taking to knit on. So that is one option. I wanted to check how much, I don't want to be in the position of thinking I haven't got enough meterage, so I wanted to check the meterage. So this is 105 metres per ball, so we might as well say for ease 100 metres, so 700 metres, and yes, that is loads. I was going to go by the long sleeve. I think I'm going to be doing a short sleeve anyway, whatever the options, but I was going to see how the fabric felt and how I felt I'd wear it, whether I'd want long sleeves or short, if I've got enough. But I was going to go by the long sleeve measurements just because I know I'd want it longer, especially if I am thinking of having it as like a t-shirt style to wear with jeans and things. So yes, so that is an option if I finish the ranunculus, which it looks like I will do. So if I finish that ranunculus, then I have that as an option to do another one on holiday, which I think would be fun. Or I also I was interested in the Tolsta Tee by Creabea, wasn't I, Rebecca? And so I was thinking of having mainly blue, drop spell, unicolour. So having mainly the blue, and then doing one that's, you know, the one that's got the thin blue stripes, it's cream background, doing the opposite, so having some white on there, but mainly blue. The white is the muscat mercerised cotton, so it's two different ones, but I just thought the textures might be quite nice. So the drop spell, I think it's got linen in, isn't it? Cotton, viscose and linen for the blue one, and then 100% cotton for the white. So I was thinking about doing with the t-shirts because I'm confident with the t-shirt anyway, because it's a straightforward raglan top down, so there's not going to be any problems with that, is there? As long as I do a gauge swatch before I go, I need to do that to make sure what size I want it. So yeah, what do you think? Which one do you think I should go for? Let me know in the comments down below. Should I go for the t-shirt, do a pattern I've not done before, which is straightforward? I've done plenty of top-down raglan, so there's nothing really different, but it's something that I'm totally new. Or should I do a different colour, different texture? It's going to come out very different, this one, Ranunculus. Let me know, what are your thoughts? What would you like to see me knitting on while I'm on holiday? So that is the knitting. So then I only have one option for the cross stitch, because it's the one that's been calling to me, and it's a summer one, so it needs to be done. So this is a restart really. So it's the Bothy threads. It was a kit, well it is a kit that I started, and it's the seahorses, Shall We Dance. I still love all those colours, and yeah, really enjoying stitching that. I took it on holiday to start because it's on 14 count Ada. I started it when I was away before, but I really wasn't liking where the blue spots are on the fabric. I was seeing it through the actual seahorse, and I'm not generally a perfectionist, but it just put me off. I wasn't happy about that. So I put it to one side and didn't know what I wanted to do about it, because I just wasn't enjoying it so much. And I actually saw Lorraine from L&S Crafts. She did this one first of all, and that's when I fell in love with it and loved her one. And then she did the turtles one, and I really wanted to do turtles. They don't appeal to me as much as the other one, but it's just because I've swum with turtles and it just brings back really good memories. And so when she was giving away the chart, when she'd finished this, she gave away the chart, and there's a few threads so it can be matched up to what threads you need. You don't need an awful lot of threads. And so I thought that would be really good to have two pieces of fabric the same to do both designs. So I bought, this is an even weave by Lakeside Needlecraft, and it's called Aquamarine. It's 28 count. All threads on there. It's a big piece because I want to do both of them. Ooh. So it looks like water. I hope it's picking it up, but it looks like water. You know, like on the top of water when you get those reflections. It looks like that. So I thought that'd be really nice to do it on. So I was thinking about restarting. Oh, it's very faint actually, but it's pearlescent, so it's got a little bit of pearlescence about it. So yeah, I thought it'd be nice to, that would be a perfect one to take on holiday to do. This is 28 count even weave, so it's not quite as friendly on the eyes, but I'll be doing it in sunlight anyway. And so I wanted to restart those seahorses. So that is definitely going to be the one that I take. So what I need to do is sort out my fabric, especially if I've got my sewing machine out, because I need to zigzag round the edges, cut this to size, zigzag round the raw edges. That's okay because it's a salvage, but where it's coming up, I'll zigzag that so it doesn't come off. This is a printed fabric, so it means it can be washed. I wouldn't take a hand dyed fabric on holiday because I wouldn't be able to stitch on it anywhere, whereas I like to sit around the pool, maybe take it down to the beach or whatever. So I need to prep my fabric and get it in a proper project bag with my threads. Make sure I've got the right size Q-snap and all the things, so that's what I need to do. I need to get that all kitted up ready. So that is the question. So that's, I need to prep that, but I need to know which one I need to swatch for the holiday. So is it going to be Ranunculus in the yellow, or is it going to be the Tolsta in the blue and white? What do you think? Let me know down below. I'll crack on with that Ranunculus that I'm still knitting, and we'll see what we come up with. So thanks for watching. I hope you're having a warmer day than this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.